Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we are up against I Am Megas. So today I was going to take two awesomes. I thought, man, I should maybe roll out with the two awesome fit. But then I got to it and I was like, I've done it before. I thought today I might try the, I've actually probably done this before as well. I'm going to try the Orion, the Awesome, the Griffin, and the Panther. So I've skipped out on taking, Death from Above here, but we do have a little bit more in the way of sense locking, which is probably what I need here. Can we get you to maybe just jump like this? So the idea here is Showboat and Mockingbird will do some sense locking for me. Hopefully we'll get some signals to shoot at with Sumo here, and maybe some LOM-15 for Orion with Wildfire, but we will see what is coming in. Hopefully Kintaros. Please not Kintaro fire starters. That will be super unfun if it's a bunch of Kintaro fire starters. People like to do it. It's a thing. Kintaros are a thing. He's probably looking to knock down some mechs and kill them off. But we will see how we go here. We'll see what else pops out of the smoke. Interestingly enough, the Kintaros at the front. But we'll see. Two Kintaros. Oh, God. Really? Alright. Dude. We will play this. Really just tempted not to, but we'll give this a go. I think we're going to have to be real careful with our mechs here. I took no death from above, so that's going to be interesting. 3 Kintaros. God. I'm definitely tempted to just go, nope, I'm out of here. Alright, let's give this a whirl. What do we do here? What do we do? Do we just back up onto this hill? I'd love if we had a fire starter as well. That would be just the icing on the cake, right? Absolute icing on the cake. Is this the guy who brings 3 Kintaros and a catapult? Is that this guy? What do we want to do here? We probably just want to get out of the road of some of these. So what we might do is we might just jump clear a bit. And we'll see what we can do here. I don't think I can get clear of all this. Alright. Back we go. We have to brace up. Can't quite drop contact, which is unfortunate for us. We won't be able to sense lock this turn, but we couldn't leave him there to get mauled. I don't want to leave him unbraced here, because he's probably just going to run in. All of this stuff's got to be doing a straight sprint here. We might have the death from above with our non-death from above pilot here and see how we go. But I think we're just going to have to back up somewhat. Something sense locked us. I think he brings a catapult from what I remember. So we'll jump out with you. We'll drop this. Hopefully we'll drop back into movement here. It'll be his movement, but so what? He can push that stuff forward. And we'll see how we go. If I had more jumping mechs, I think I would just jump him forever till he was a bit further away from that catapult. I'm assuming it's a catapult. Alright, that's not too bad, I guess. He's kind of out there. The catapult's going to have to move forward now. Unfortunately, none of my mechs are in a great position. The Awesome could probably take up around here somewhere. He's going to have to spend the turns moving and getting shot. But we'll just have to deal with that. We'll probably just present the Awesome as the only target here. And see how we can go. See how we can go. Keep these guys out of the line of fire as best we can. We might even reserve on this one. It's probably not too bad to reserve in this phase. These guys might get a little hammered without being braced here, but they'll just have to eat it. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry to say this, I am Magus, but if I turned up to every game with 3 Kintaros and a catapult, I would just feel bad. Like, I'd feel like a terrible person. It's not a great fit. I saw the stats for, someone's done the stats. These things have the highest knockdown. They pretty much have close to fairly decent DPS. The armor loadout is crazy. All for 6 mil. It is insane. It's absolutely insane what you get. He might run forward and try and shoot this. He'll probably sense lock something here. We'll just keep jumping back, bracing, doing what we can, while we try and get heavy and assault into position here. So he's just going to go in on this. He's probably just wanting to drop his LRMs. So back you go. You're not going to be able to get out of the way of these guys. It's probably Apex as well. So we're just going to have to eat what we can here. He's probably going to triple sensor lock. I could go down into the valley here as well. But I think we'll just take the direct fire. And try our best to stay out of the way. I could have maybe gone with the Griffin first and done a bit of work there. We'll see. Not quite sure which one's sensor locking me. I have a feeling. Alright, so he's going to come in and he's probably going to try and fire with that. I reckon he's probably got the range for the SRMs. So he's definitely going to try and abuse this as much as he can. Is that SRM range? I think SRM range is probably about here, maybe. Nope, that is SRM range. Alright, this is going to hurt for the Panther just a little. But we should be okay to just reserve down again. We're probably going to get some fire from the catapult as well. He's probably just going to try and wipe out the light as quick as possible. Luckily, I suppose we've got some sensor locking over here. We're just going to have to brawl with this stuff. We're not getting to the catapult. It's not going to happen at all. He'll probably drop in LRM 5s if he can. Alright, so he wants the double sensor lock here. Definitely has Apex to do his thing. So what we want to do is we want to pull probably Wildfire around the side. I could move with this now, but what I want to do is I want to sensor lock back. So we're actually going to just reserve here. We'll take the Apex shots while we move everybody up. We're just going to be careful with these guys, move them back as far as we can. Brace is going to do nothing for us against the LRM 15s. But hopefully he's left himself a little too far behind. And he's got a hard time of firing at this. I don't think he will though. I think he'll be pretty much hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. Alright. Here we go. That isn't an Apex? Interesting.
What's up, Commander?
So we've got to be real careful on our moves here, because these are going to try to knock us down. So we're going to move up. We're going to brace. Here. What we'll do is we will jump you back.
Commander?
This way. We don't want to quite go that far. Can we lock you at all possible? We can get you from about here. So we might grab a lock on this guy and drop some LRM 15s on him. She'll soften him up a little. At least while we move everybody around here.
Yes, Commander.
You will probably just bulwark from here, I'd say. And we'll see what happens next turn. He's probably going to try and bulwark. We'll move probably the Panther out here. Just so it doesn't take another round of that crazy stuff. So we will jump out again. And we'll just brace up on a hill here. He's going to lock us again, that's fine. We just want to swing him around into our awesome here. As best we can. If he comes up close to the awesome's just going to have a punch, I guess. Only problem with that is the awesome will probably get knocked down by just the sheer amount of firepower he's got going on in here. But we'll see how we do. Alright, he's going to come around for the awesome. Alright. Alright. So he should be able to see both the Orion and the awesome now. We'll have to tank up as best we can with this arm. Luckily, we've got a bit going on there. Poor awesome. It is going to get knocked pretty heavily here. We'll just reserve him. We'll let him do what he wants with all this stuff. He's going to sprint forward probably. There's no real... There's nothing to this fit. You just keep pushing these in. Fire with this. And away you go. So what do we want to do? I don't think he's got any vision here. He's pretty hot here. These two are still fairly okay. Hopefully he can't quite get here. Please don't be able to shoot. This is going to be fairly bad if he can shoot from there. I'd say that's a full sprint. So we might be okay there. What do we want to do? I'd like to fire with Mockingbird here. I'd like to get as much fire as I can onto this. Just to try and salvage a little bit of a position here. Oof. It's not actually too bad that he's firing now. This will probably knock us. And then we can just get up and brace again. But they just do so much damage, it's ridiculous. Let's just reserve in and do everything at once here. I think we're going to just have to stand where we are and fire. If we can't, we might have to back up and brace, which is not going to be all that happy. This guy can still fire. You can still fire 3 SRMs pretty happily for the knockdown here. We'll see in a sec. We'll see in a sec. Fire all this in. Knock it down. He then has to get up. Hopefully this is in range. We're tanking a lot on this side. I don't mind that too much. It is at least the side that can take the damage. Alright. So let's have a look at what we want to do. We probably want to see what your chances are to hit 65s. Is that because he's within min range? Or is just his target size? Alright. So what we probably want to do is go with Mockingbird. I'd love to fire in. So Mockingbird, if you just want to back up a little. Give him the large laser. Or we could even swing you around the side and give him everything. Gets a little dangerous because you're out in the open though. Can we maybe swing around this side and give him everything? We can. Alright, I think that's what we do. It doesn't even matter what you do, buddy. You could not even be concentrating and you'd be winning with this fit. So we'll bring him down to 2, then we fire in with the Orion, and then we fire in with the Sumo. I think that's how we go. So let's go. We'll just try and do as much damage as we can while we can at least do damage, right? Next round, he's going to get he's going to get this into probably punching range. And then he'll punch this, fire with these, knock him down. And then go from there, right? So then, Wildfire, you should have a fairly okay time of firing at this. You will. So let's see. I want to shift you. I actually kind of want to just run you in and see how we go. But we'll bulwark here, probably. Yeah, that's fine. We'll probably... you know what, let's drop the LRMs in. We really just want to do maximum damage. I mean, you can see how pristine this thing is. It's pretty ridiculous how well he's doing with this mech, even if it's just running forward towards an assault, a heavy. Alright, Sumo. You're going to need to twist like this, buddy. Keep those shots raining into the side. What do you got to hit? You got 75. Do your best, my friend. Do your best. Did I actually just rotate you incorrectly? I think I did. Alright, firing everything. He's lost his evasion. We might be able to knock this actually with the Panther here. And then we can probably fire in. So if we run you this away and fire, we might be okay here. We'll have to give up Showboat. But it'll have to do for at least one less of these, chewing up the awesome for a turn. Come on, knock him over. Thank you. So at least that's not in range to punch us in the same turn as all this. He might be able to punch with this. He'll probably just move in with this stuff and fire on here. He's pretty close to being knocked down anyway. These things do about 97 stability damage if everything hits each. So it is fairly devastating what they can do. Fairly devastating. Here we go. And then this one gets the fire. And then we'll be on the ground. There's no way we're reserving in. What we want to do is we want to go with Mockingbird. And fire. And then we want to go with... that means we get to go with our Orion in the next turn before he does. We probably won't get to core this thing out, which is the more devastating thing. Because he is pretty much pristine armor here. I could go for blowing this arm off, which would give me a medium laser and an SRM-6. I don't know if it's probably worth it. I could... What do? We do 40, 90... another 20... So what are we, 110? I think we just go on that torso. And then maybe, hopefully, the Orion can finish it off. It will be fairly lucky. Send a torso, let's go. Please don't miss. Do your best. I need some of that armor to cave. Alright, so we might be in range for the Orion here. I will have to be fairly hopeful with this, though. We're going to get knocked here, which will mean this can call shot and this can call shot, so we'll probably lose the awesome. He's definitely going to... Yeah, he's just going to fire from there. Knock this. And then call shot with this and this. Alright, next up. I guess we fire in here with everything. We just go full heat. Hopefully this guy... He's not going to survive this, actually. It's just so stupid that 3 mediums... can just push over a mech every turn, right? Every turn. And fairly be pretty happy about it, right? I mean, this guy's going to get up. He'll have some heat back. This guy's pretty good to fire in most of his weapons. This guy is fairly good as well. So here comes the knockdown. We have a bit of armor left on our chest. Really? Oh, there we go, yeah. So he's just now firing in the SRMs, because that's all that's needed, right, to maintain your heat. And then, oh, come on, we just need to destroy this guy. Everything. We'll overheat for this. Even with 55 on an LRM 15, we might clear him. We need that AC to hit. We need it not to miss. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. Ugh, 5 away. It's not even... Damn. Alright, so I guess we fire him with these guys on him. We might get lucky with a center torso hit to him. Take him out. Yeah. What are we doing? So he's gonna run this out. Alright, well we've got jumping mechs. So we can probably get some range on that. He'll probably drop his LRM 5s in. Because why not? Or is he just going to brace here? I would drop my LRM 5s in. 5 on the torso. 5 on the torso. So all this is going to go into the torso of this. At least we're in trees, I guess. What do we want to do? So we'll get our stability back. We won't get knocked hopefully next turn. Since we're already on the ground, but we are taking a beating. Luckily this arm has nothing on it. So I don't mind if he kind of concentrates on that. You're going to have to get up, buddy. He might push around again and shoot us, I guess, with everything. You're just literally going to have to tank, my friend. Whoa, alright. Is it because he's too close? Is that the issue? Might be. What do we got here? Min-range, probably? Yeah, min-range. Let's actually do this. Let's back up towards this. Put you like this. I think we should be okay for getting hit in the side. He might be able to shoot us in the back, but we'll just back up a bit here. I could take the shot here, but I think we might drop... No, we're not going to drop sensor lock. What do we got? 65. I'm tempted. I am super tempted, but then we'll be taking full knockdown damage from these 3. So what we probably want to do is just brace through it. We'll just keep him eating up shots here. We'll get some heat back, I guess. I don't think Showboat can quite jump here. Yeah, she cannot. I think we just reserve down. And we'll see what he wants to do. He might push this guy around. He might not. We could take a sensor lock and fire in with the Orion, with the LRM 15s. Alright, he's going to push up again. He shouldn't have... Well, he's got 3 of them. He could probably... I would have walked in, punched, shot. Would I walk this in? Maybe. I think he's just waiting for it to get knocked down, so that then he can do a called shot, which would be really worth it to lose a mech for, right? He's just going to fire in. Sensor lock. Alright, so he's lost vision here. I really would like to shoot on that. But we just cannot quite make it. So I think we're going to have to reserve in and eat the shots here. He's just going to fire him with this here. We could probably swing these guys wide and fire on this guy and then maybe force him around. He'll probably move this in. Now that he's got vision. We are super hot. Super hot. on the Orion, which is a little bit unfortunate. Shame we didn't get one more to kill this. What are you up to? We're just going for the knock again. Alright. PP secret. There shouldn't be any... Which arm is taking all this damage? So that side? Really? Alright, he's thinking about what he wants to do. Luckily he's kind of hot here. He's just gonna bring that Kintaro back in. I think he wants to get the knockdown here. So we could probably lock with the Panther, fire with the Griffin. We've got better chances of maybe hitting that torso with that. Here we go. Ah, he's actually hitting the PPC arm. What? Alright, we're gonna have to rotate a bit more here. Alright, so I think we move you. She will jump you this away for a bit of evasion here. We'll lock up this mech here. Try and finish him off. Because we only need some chances to hit this, right? So we've got... What do we got? 4 weapons on this. So we've got to hope for a torso hit here. And then we can start working on probably this Kintaro here, who's kind of hot. He really just wants to finish off the awesome before I get this. How do we look at that point? I mean, a Griffin and a Panther. Probably not the best, right? Alright, that is... Oh, of course, it is. Because there's a PPC in the torso. Alright, bad. Alright, so we move you this away. And we fire. That's fairly okay. We'll just keep rotating here. So you fire in. If we hit you, we're going to have nothing else to shoot at, but it'll have to do. I just really want you off the board. Not a leg hit. Come on, torso. There we go. Send a torso down. We could even consider moving the... actually, what we might do is we'll reserve here. We'll move the Orion forward for vision and brace, because we don't need any heat here. How far can we get here? We can get to about here. So we can move you forward and brace. Get our heat back. And then we can fire with the awesome here. Hopefully. I just didn't block. Because that would be a tad awkward, wouldn't it? So we're fine to fire in with all 3. Pretty happy. Can we maybe just rotate just a tad more? We are probably going to pop... Actually, you know what? We should rotate like this. Rotate like this. We might move for the back here. Let's go like that. We'll start trying to feed in this arm if we can. I don't think it'll happen, but we'll try. And in you go with all 3. Oh, 2 miss, 1 hit. Excellent. Excellent work. So he's a bit unsteady. He's going to get his turn. But we might be able to do some work here. So if I had Death Them Above, I would probably happily Death Them Above into this. Without Death Them Above, it's a wee bit awkward. But we'll see how we go. He's kind of hot with this. He'd probably run in for a punch now. I definitely would have punched with this, actually. Yeah, I would have punched... Oh, focus, really? Alright, I would have punched with this. I guess focus is fine, too. He's got all his heat here. Ooh, we just need to... Oh, man, that just hammered us a bit there. That hammered us a bit. Alright, so I think we just reserve into his heavy here. Because there's not much else we can really do at this point. I could shift these 2 over here, but I think I'm just going to concentrate on getting these down. And then we'll see what's left to deal with the catapult. We may be about to lose the awesome though, which is not so awesome. And then you move. So you can't even move. That's the problem, is we can't even move here. I need to sit tight and fire as best I can for my position, because we are in a world of trouble with everything else. Be interesting if he decided to go for some of these. I don't think he will. He just then wants to pick on the Orion. Hopefully I get another turn with this. I would love another turn with this, but with the center torso being into internals already, it's not looking great at all. He's shifting that out. Okay.
Commander?
I think I'm just going to reserve, and we're going to go with everything here. If this is still alive, come on, buddy, survive for me. I know he's a mech down, but he's not really a mech down. Stop giving him fury here. He's moving this in. Interesting. I suppose it's fine, right? I mean, he just wants to have the best chance to hit. He's got Apex here, so he'll probably just fire in with the shots that go through brace, which is exactly what I would do, so that you have the best chance of killing this. Ooh. Alright, he's firing and everything. Alright, okay.
They're hitting my unit.
They are, buddy, they are. Well, how steady are you? So you've got some sort of fairly decent moving pilot here. So we've got a choice. You could move up and punch. Otherwise, what kind of hit chance you got? You got 30s. You do only 150, whereas with a punch we'd probably do 140. So I think a punch is probably the best we've got here. Strip down some of that evasion, and then the two others can go in. Let's take it from here. 90 and 55, my god. I suppose it doesn't really matter. So do your best. Hopefully you at least hit with the swing. That's all that really matters. Oh, why? Why is it that that misses and that hits? So that's fine, I guess. We will then shift you to the side here. We got to be a little careful here. Probably concentrate on killing this, which will be nice, I guess. So we'll move you over here. We've got probably a turn before you get concentrated on. We'll ease up with these LRMs, fire in most of the stuff into the side. I shouldn't have moved you, I should have gone with the others, but I guess you've got okay chances. It would have been +1 better if we hadn't though. Alright, hopefully the AC hits.
Affirmative.
Alright, thank god that hit. So we'll do some damage here. He's not looking all that bad, I guess.
Standing by.
So you, sir, need to start probably moving back around and toasting this guy as best you can. Can you get some better ranges with 70? Yeah, that's better. Alright, into the trees you go. Firing everything again on this guy. He's cooling down this one so that he can come back in. Which isn't too good for us, but it'll have to do. All of this will just have to do, right?
I hear ya.
I'd really like to be able to fire, so is there somewhere you can move and fire? There is not. Alright, you're gonna have to jump then, my friend. You're gonna have to jump. Can I jump? Where's the least amount of jump I can get before? Alright, it doesn't look great. There at least doesn't generate as much heat. And we got 80 to hit. Alright, let's go. So we'll have to just keep going in. I could maybe have turned for the catapult, but I think I just really want to try and have everybody on this brawl. If I was him, I would probably come in a lot closer with everything else. I'm real devastated that punch didn't hit, because we might have gotten him down here instead of what we have going on now, which is a little unhappy. What do we got? 85 and 85. Do I take it? Do I risk it? I think I would like to risk it. We've got the armor. He's got no heat. We might... I don't think we're going to get knocked down, but I think we just go.
No sweat.
We just go all in. We'll overheat for this. We're not going to knock him that I know of. Unsteady. Alright. So then you have to probably pile in and shoot him. He'll probably punch this, since he's so hot. We move sideways, we fire again. Hopefully he doesn't have bulwark on this. That will screw us over if he's got bulwark pretty heavily. He might come out with this one and shoot this to kill it, and then punch this, I guess. Really? Is he gonna fire on this then? That would shut you down though. You might overheat, fire a couple of SRMs, try and do some damage to this. It's only got 2 evasion. And then you can come around the corner with this and fire on this. I would definitely kill this though. I mean, this is 140 if it punches you. That's got to be a miss move.
Waiting for orders.
That's definitely got to be a miss move right there. Yeah. This will probably fire into here. Okay. This is not great for him then. That's probably braced. So what we can do here is... So you've already fired. We could death from above. Remove that evasion. If we come down on... None of the sides we come down on are great. Plus we'll be unsteady. He'll get to go first. So we might be risking Mockingbird fairly heavily if we do that. Otherwise, we could go for a punch with this mech. Remove that, fire in. Alright, let's punch from probably here. We might get lucky with that leg. We'll save the heat though. He might be able to swivel around the back of this Orion, but hopefully we get a punch this time. Alright, well done. That's an arm off. So he loses his brace there. We'll probably move the Griffin around this side as well. Fire into this. He's going to fire everything into this and hope he gets the awesome. If he doesn't, we will turn and punch this and absolutely mangle it down. And then all we have is, I suppose, an Orion versus a Kintaro and a catapult. Catapult's definitely going to target this though. I would go straight in with everything I have on this. Hope that I get it down, because I know next turn it's going to get me in the back. A back hit is, I think there's about 30 to 40 armor on the back. So we might get through either the torso or another arm. We'll go with the Griffin, shoot the leg, then punch, or punch and then go with the Griffin. Maybe we'll punch and then go with the Griffin. We'll see what survives. Because obviously he could just go this way, get some direct fire as well. Because that's what he wants to do here. It's a shame we had to jump with this Panther because it is running super hot now. And it's not in the mood to be doing a lot of work. How unsteady is he? He's not unsteady enough for us to knock him. Ooh, so he's going to fire his lasers here. He is. So he's bringing this in so he can fire lasers and LRMs. It's pretty effective at this range. He definitely wants to go all in on this now. No? Split shot? It's got to be a multi-shot, right? He can't see this? No way. What do you got? You have 71. I don't think I really care too much about this guy anymore. So what did we say? 35 on the back. If we punch him, we do 120. So we might be lucky and rip something off. I'd love to go through something here. Let's go. Screw your back, my friend. Screw your back. Just punch him this time, though. Alright, there goes the leg. So we get the knockdown. Oh, all of that side's gone now. So now we can move around on that side and focus up on the torso there. So you move around. Can we get a better shot than that? Could you just stay here and fire? 40s. Actually, how much heat was that generating? Too much, probably. Although I'd like to get as best as I can on here. We still have no focus of our own, eh? So if you move here, what do you get? You take it down to 70, but you go up to 80. Versus if you fire from here, you get 80 down to 40. I think I'm not the greatest at math, so I'm gonna say that this looks slightly better to me. Although I could just turn off the LRMs because it's only 20 damage. We definitely want to probably move. You know what, let's not move. Let's just fire from here. Turn off this. Save the heat. Fire in here. Or do I just fire? God, it's... how much has he got? He's got 130. So we would do 50, 90, 110, right? That's what I calculated last time. Minus 25. We'll maybe do about 80 damage if we're lucky with the LRM. Let's turn off the LRM, save the heat then. We want to fire probably our lasers next turn anyway. Alright, and then the Panther will move and fire. I think we just keep heating the Panther. Since we've got him on the ground. Panther definitely needs to move though. Is that the best you can do? You can move to here. To evasion. Alright, you gotta take that. You'll keep overheating. Yeah, it's not like you can afford it, but you'll have to keep doing it. I just really need this guy to be super unhappy about his life on the ground. Alright, we're getting close.
My hit's getting pretty high.
I'm well aware, buddy. I'm well aware. So he'll probably shoot into the side of this, I guess. Kill this. Was it worth? Maybe. Maybe it was worth. I can't believe he didn't fire his rockets, though. He's definitely going to fire into this, kill this, and try his best on the Orion. You could maybe move around the back of the Orion and fire everything in. Depends what he wants to do, right? He could then trust for this thing to get up and punch this. I don't think we have enough to kill this unless we get really lucky. So, alright, down goes that. That's fine. I think we move with enough firepower here.
Yes, Commander.
To, I think we take the move that I was going to do to about here. And we will turn on those LRMs. Not there. Where was it? It was here? Yeah. So I think we move. We fire with everything and we hope that we're super lucky. We could focus for this, actually, and then You're gonna overheat. I think we focus for this. And hope that we... Come on, Mockingbird. Yeah, I know you got 0 injuries.
MechWarriors, show 'em what you got.
And then, if everything lands, we should get through that, right? Alright, baby. Do it for me. Come on, hit nothing else but the torso. There we go. Excellent.
Target down.
So we had to use our focus there because I needed to get through that.
Pretty high.
He's going to probably move and shoot this thing. We should be able to return here. I don't know if he's got vision. This might be giving him vision. Depending on if that's a sensor locking mech. If he wants to come in and brawl with the catapult, I will most likely go on the catapult here. Fairly okay for that to happen. What side are you shooting into? That's the AC side, so that's not the side we want him shooting into, but we'll have to take it. Wildfire.
Yes, Commander.
I think what we'll do is we'll back you up a bit, and we will get ready to tank a bit here. I'd like to have you face a little bit better than that. Damn you for facing funny. Alright, so we'll back up, we'll brace, get some heat back, and then we will start to function a bit better here. So 3 versus 2. He's still got a Kintaro that's pretty healthy. I think we just reserve down.
Right, Commander.
See what he wants to do with this. Probably we got to be aware that there might be another focus coming in. So we are going to have to just tank through that, unfortunately. He's kind of hot on this, so we should be... I think we should be okay for steady ability. Stability. Steady ability. The old stability. Alright, cool. We'll just reserve into that catapult right there.
Tactical advantage.
And I think that's what we will have a go at. Or he could just do nothing. So he wants to grab his heat back here. He wants to give this as a target. I'd rather shoot the catapult if it does something. We can lock it up and fire if he doesn't move it from there. We could probably even walk. Actually, we'll just move, sensor lock this, grab some heat back on the Panther. Mockingbird, you're a little wrecked, but you'll have to do what you can. Man, that's crazy. What are these worth? 16, 2 6s, what, 12, so 18 mil here. Alright, that's a move and probably a shoot, right? 18 mil and 3 Kintaros. If they don't change the Kintaros, these things are going to be nuts in single player. I mean, maybe you run out of SRM ammo if you have to kill like 20 mechs, but you just knock things down, blast the legs off, and you got some salvage, right? Alright, I will tank through that a little. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so he's using Apex there, just to get as much damage as he can. Suppose that's okay-ish for us. We'll just make sure that he has no vision though next turn, because I don't really want that going on. Yo, what is with your move? Alright, let's move back. Oh man, that's terrible though. We'll move back. We'll sensor lock back here. At least you'll have some heat. Next turn you can kind of get out of here. We'll move the Griffin around on the side of this thing.
Reading you.
Like so. And we'll put some rounds into him. Probably ease up on the LRM fire here though. Are we still overheating? We've got to stop overheating here. Because I can't really risk more internals. Large laser, or we can fire 2 mediums. I think we fire 2 mediums, right? Do a little bit. We got a little bit more damage there.
Affirmative.
start burning into the side of this guy. I think the Orion could probably go on that as well. Only thing is the Kintaro is more damage.
I'm receiving you.
But this guy is a bit weaker. He is fairly hot though. What do we got here? It's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat. I'd rather just be firing this for a couple of turns before I overheat. I don't think we'll get super lucky with this, but we'll try our best. Could just overheat though, and then fire this next turn. This would be, you know what? Screw it. We should be able to take a few turns of this, right? A few turns at least. So you're probably in vision, I'd say. I will reserve you in. He might go for this. He might turn and fire for this. I don't think he will. I think he'll probably keep going on the Orion here. We do have vision, so we could fire here. He's coming around the back of us, maybe? He's coming... Oh, really? That's gonna hurt a lot. I totally forgot they can move that far. I suppose we could... Oh. Alright, well we weathered that a little. I suppose we can now get behind this guy.
That was a big hit.
With most of our stuff, at least.
Commander?
Could jump on him, I guess. Would it be worth?
I'm here.
Could jump on you. 140 damage. No, let's just reserve up here, I think. And we'll probably see what we can do to this Kintaro. We could jump in. Jump. I don't think we can quite get behind this guy. He's going to keep getting behind us, though. He could death them above with this, I suppose. Alright, he's going to shoot us in the side. I think that's the weak side as well, so we'll have to take that. These damn Kintaros, man, they're so overpowered at the moment. Death them above. We could death them above this twice before it's his turn again. So maybe we could knock him. I think that's what we might do. We might death them above, and then death them above again, and then get you close enough to death them above, and then you can fill him in and shoot him, and then whatever happens after that happens, right? I think we've fairly much got most of our legs left on the Panther. I think we're fairly much good on the Griffin as well. Shame none of these are Paradise. But, I don't know. Alright. Is that the side that's weak?
That could have been worse.
Alright, he's still hammering out these missiles. Still trying to do his best to try and weaken everyone up. Alright, luckily none of that is really leg armor hits. So I think we're okay there. He shut that down. Alright, this is what we really want though.
Waiting for orders.
So I think you death them above. Onto the side of him. For starters.
Right, Commander.
Alright. So that should be most of that evasion gone. And then I think we probably
Commander.
shoot with you. With the rockets. We need to get closer than this. We'll move you in.
Move
You
orders.
should be able to death them above from here, hopefully. Turn on the LRMs. It won't be enough to knock this guy. Let's go like this. Hopefully it's not going to be enough. Damn. We really need all of these rockets to hit. 3 of them. It's not going to be enough to knock him. You fire in, knock him. I guess.
Standing by.
So you fire in and knock this guy. We will go with just this. I'm tempted for this. We really need you to get knocked. Oh, that couldn't have missed at a worse time. There we go. So he's now knocked down. And then Showboat, you need to probably back up here and fire into him. God, that's god awful. That is terrible, terrible shooting here. You're not gonna get a turn to do this, are you? You don't really have enough heat for this jump either. We could just go for the punch, I guess. 50 versus 90 though. We have to coin some luck if we moved here. 50-50. I think we maybe take the 50-50.
Got it.
I guess. Fire into that torso. He's going to get up. He's probably going to get behind this mech. Not much we can do about that. Not much at all.
I'm here.
So you move probably to about here. When he gets behind this, we can then probably death him above. So you move to here. Save your legs for the death him above. Fire in there, go with this, turn off that.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Do what you can. He'll then get behind, I guess. So now he starts this up. I could have maybe put my shots into here, but I really want this Kintaro gone. He maybe moves him for a punch. Or he spends the heat and tries to blow bits off this. I suppose. What do you do here? I'd probably walk behind this and fire in with everything. Maybe get this down, because then I know that the catapult could probably happily take most of this. He could consider the Panther, because the Panther's pretty abused. If he goes on the Panther, it would be probably knocked down. He doesn't have a lot of heat. Go for a punch. Alright, he's going to go behind. He's going to try for... Ooh. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we're going to need to kill this guy as best we can.
Waiting for orders.
So you just want to back up behind him. Like so.
Location confirmed.
Should be okay. I think we just fire him with these. Alright. Close to taking him down. He's trying to wear this down as best he can, knowing that this thing is pretty much done for, right?
BattleMech power-up detected.
So somehow we have to get this. I don't know how we're gonna get that. Showboat, how are your legs? They're kind of okay. Can you... Can't quite get them above all that well, can you? You really need some stability back too. I think we're just gonna have to reserve in, and then we might have to get them above this thing again. As best we can. He'll get behind it, he'll shoot this again. It's nearly dead. So we are not too happy on that. He'll get a turn of firing most of his rockets. He'll get all of his rockets actually. So he's just going to stroll behind it. Fire in. We'll death them above here, death them above here. Do what we can to this. If we death them above with you first, knock. It's not going to be enough knockdown, I don't think, to get this on the ground again. We're probably going to lose the Orion here to all this back shooting, which is not the greatest. Honestly, I'm surprised I even have this many mechs left. Should have been a lot more knockdown going on. Catapult's still in a fairly good state, so we're going to have to fight that off with... Oh, that's not good for him. That's not good at all.
Reading you.
2 bits of evasion? Sure.
Order acknowledged. Incoming bandit.
Could have probably gone for the knockdown, but I think we'll go for the shots actually. Because there's not too much left on the back of this guy. In fact, we'll put in the LRMs as well, just in case. Alright, we destroyed something. This is going to take a whole turn of fire here, but shouldn't be too bad. Can't quite do it, so we're going to have to move and fire. I might put the PPC into the catapult there, just so that it has a harder time firing its weapons. Because if we hit this guy, we're not going to do too much, whereas if we hit this guy, at least it's a little bit new damage, right? Alright, so we hit him with at least the PPC, so we'll have a harder time firing some of his weapons. I mean, this thing's pretty open season though at the moment. We'll probably overheat to go into the back of this guy, unless he wants to death them above, which he could do. He'll knock us, but we still get to get back up. This thing can do a lot of death them above damage too. So he could death them above onto the side of this, probably shear off a side, and then hope that your Kintaro survives. How are we doing on heat? We're kind of okay. I would love a focus here. It would be beautiful, but I don't think I'll get that. He might get his own focus actually, and we might be in the poos. Panther's not looking so good. I wonder if he's going to split shot for this. He might again try and do multiple damage here. I could have maybe have moved you a little. I suppose you're kind of in close enough. Oh, really? He might try to finish off the Panther, I guess, before it can get over here. Oh, what? I guess he's trying to just shoot the Panther here with everything he's got. He's just driving like a crazy person. He should still have this in the firing arc though, I'd say, even if he jumped like that. So Mr. Panther, Showboat, good luck to you. Good luck. We'll move behind this, finish it off, and then move on to the catapult, I guess. Luckily our Orion's gonna probably survive this. How much armor have you got? Not enough. Woo! 4. 4 will do us. 4 will do us indeed, especially with his structure damage right there. It's nice for us. So you move behind and try and finish this guy off. We'll definitely... let's see how much heat we're going to generate here, because we do have to be careful of our internals. So what's on this arm? A medium laser. The back would come off though. What's on that arm? AC-10. I can't afford to overheat. I can fire in like this. It would mean killing this. Maybe the Panther's close enough to finish it. I mean, I really need this to die. I think we just lose the AC-10. And, try and hope for... We need 1 hit on everything, right? Although this, if this hits, it would do 60 damage, which would probably go through... let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna risk not firing. Alright, we managed to hold on to that AC-10. Excellent. Excellent work. That was super lucky for us. You need to move probably around. You know what? I think we just reserve into him. We'll let him do what he wants here. Most of our mechs should be kind of okay. He still does have vision. We could probably start visioning him out in a sec. Actually, he probably doesn't have vision because this is Apex, right? You can probably see the Panther only. He's too hot to really do too much. If he wants to run, that's fine, because I can drop a whole lot of rockets on that. He's probably braced.
On my way.
But that's fine. We'll sense lock him up. He's probably braced. Up in there. We'll move everybody into some form of decentish cover. Let's get you... Oh, you can direct fire? I could do it. No, you know what? I've got too much heat issues right here. So we will forget about direct fire and we'll just fire in the SRMs.
Move order received.
I could even consider putting you in brace. Actually, you know what? We can fire in that as well. No, we cannot. Let's just hold off on the AC then. I should have gone with... I should have gone with the other missile boat here first, but... Oh well. Good thing is any damage to this thing is really good damage. Because he is super weak on the armor there.
Yes, Commander.
We'll move you in. I'm pretty happy to fire both weapons on you.
Move order.
Hopefully you should get some heat back as well. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of heat back. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Far out. I'm so glad that this game's going decently here. Because it was not looking decent before. He's probably going to just jump into us. He could just keep running. Which would be a little problematic, but we can just keep dropping missiles on him as he goes. The Panther should be able to just keep up. Or maybe not. He might have just edged us here. He's probably just cooling down on heat, really. He is going to run back. Alright. You can do that. How far can we jump you? To about here?
Right, Commander.
Alright. Guess we just sense lock you again. And this time we will go within the correct order, which will be Mockingbird.
Reading you.
First. I'm pretty sure he can't outrun us doing this. But we'll see how he goes.
Target locked.
Dropping some more rockets. Oof. 4 damage. Excellent work. The LRM-15s are the important one here. I could even focus for this, but I think we'll wait till he gets a bit closer. And try and hammer him down like that. This time round we should get some decent amount of heat back, I hope. Man, we are having... Did we lose a heat sink somewhere? Man, I feel like we've lost some heat sinks or something, because this is awful. Awful stuff. We might have to take a turn of bracing. If this is how it's going to be. It's a shame this isn't a PPC version. We could fire a PPC in if we got to somewhere decent. Is he really going to back up again? I could probably leave the Griffin towards the front to tank for the Orion as well. We might just walk the Orion and brace, I think, because it needs some heat back. If he comes back into us now, we are a little heat deprived on the Orion, which is probably who we need to use the focus on, just to get that AC-10 in. Everyone else can kind of do their own thing, really. Look at that. That is steaming Orion. Steaming away. That looks so cool how it's like blurring up the trees and everything. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think we kind of won through his misplays. I mean, this up here, he probably wanted to shoot the Orion. This move here, he probably wanted to shoot the half damaged awesome. This is really silly that he's doing this. I mean, does he want to fight in the water? Is that where he wants to fight from? I don't like these unlimited turns either. I didn't really have much choice. I joined his game. So he had already set this up. We'll probably just walk forward and brace with the Orion. Just to get that heat back so that we can just unleash next turn. Brace up. You need to jump forward. We're going to be careful with some of these jumps. Because he will start trying to split us apart, I think. Especially on our 4 torso here. He might choose to jump forward this turn. I don't know.
I'm here.
He seems to be trying to pull us into him. Suppose it makes sense. Maybe he's waiting for another focus so that he can go through all of this evasion, which I have seen other people do. I've seen them sort of build up the focus and hope to kill stuff here.
Waiting for orders.
So what we might do is we might jump out with this actually, and brace somewhere else. And then we'll push forward with the Griffin, I think. And get a lock with the Orion. Just drop the LRM-15s in. He'll probably jump back again. But I don't particularly want the Panther at the front. Maybe it can fire a PPC at some point. I mean, it does have a weapon that is direct fire at least. It hasn't taken too much damage. But we've got to be careful with that Panther. We lose the Panther. We lose a bit of sensor locking. We lose a bit of firepower. We don't want the Orion towards the front. We definitely want the Griffin to tank up whatever he's got left. I don't know what he's got left, but we're going to tank that up. Alright, I'm really glad I moved this back. This is probably going to be a focus. Entrenched? Right, he's coming forward.
Reading you.
So we'll move you towards the side here. Fair bit of evasion. I could just sensor lock from here. He's probably got a focus. You know what? Let's just sensor lock from here. And then we can fire in with the Orion. We'll just fire in the LRMs. Wildfire, how are you doing? You do have some direct fire. I'll probably fire in a bunch of these. I I'd like to focus. I don't think that's happening if we do this. He might jump forward to try and shred off a bit of this. It's a medium laser, I guess. Do we gain heat with this? We do. 2 lasers. 25 versus 50 versus 40, I guess. Let's go. We'll get a little bit of heat back here. And then next turn we can do the focus shot and go through most of this, I think. We just mostly want to keep this out of the way. Because I suspect it's going to get mangled here. So we'll jump you back. Probably just chuck out a sensor lock. So we've got him. If he runs anyway, it's not huge, but it's something. This guy's braced here. He'll probably... So he's either got vision, which I don't know if he does. I could have maybe have moved this for no vision, unless he... Because he might death from above. If he wants to. Or he'll focus, right? Luckily we can focus back. If he stays here, we can just gun on in. If he jumps, it'll cost him a fair bit of heat. So we can fight against that. He's coming in the side. He's maybe looking for an alternative target here. Yeah, here comes the focus. Is he going to split it between the two so that he gets Apex going? Nope, he's just going to go all in. Alright.
I'm taking some serious hits.
That is fine. So what we'll do is we'll probably move him for a punch. Just because it ignores all of this evasion that he's got. Plus we get to hit him, and then next turn we can hit him again. So we can hit him in the side, the weakest side too. I'm probably pretty happy with that.
Order acknowledged.
So we'll rip that off. Then we get to do our own focus in. He's lost his evasion here, which is really nice for us. Because then next turn we can just blast them, right? So we'll focus up with you. We'll fire in all of our weapons here, except for probably these, because we are having some serious heat issues. And we'll go for it. Ba-doom. Alright. Thankfully we have truckloads of armor on this mech, right? So we are fairly good to go there. And then we can probably shift you. Can't even shift you actually. You know what? Just sit tight.
Good for now. Cooling down a bit.
We'll punch you again.
Yes.
Because then we get you on the floor. And we'll probably shred right through here.
Location confirmed.
I mean, we could do 90 damage instead of 70, but that'll do. Knock him down. He'll get to get up. But we'll have to... Well, at least he's got a harder chance of shooting. He might consider death from aboving. Or... Actually, no, we get to go first. Excellent. So we'll probably move around here for the good shot. Thankfully, we saved some... I don't know how he thinks that's unfair. Luckily, we get a fairly decent shot here. All 95s, straight into that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Excellent. I don't know why he's salty. Like, honestly, he brought a Kintaro build. 3 Kintaros and a catapult. What is there to get salty about? Like, if you're bringing that, you have a 0 right to get unhappy. I mean, the amount of damage, it's his own fault for making mistakes. He could have easily have killed the awesome if he hadn't misclicked. You got to be real careful with clicking. I've seen myself do it a few times, and it kind of makes you angry, but I'm real careful these days about how I click. Let's see what mechs he had here. So he had Kraken, he had Apex over here. That was, yeah, we knew that. He had Showboat. An ozone. How do I feel about... I don't know about... Do you need so much sense locking? I don't think you need so much sense locking in this build. Kraken doesn't move as fast. I'd probably put some ozone. Who's the other one? I would probably put sumo and blockade, I think, would be the two I'd use. And that way you can just run at people, right? And then this guy can just fire on in later on. Well, sir. You have been killed. I have to say, I saw the 3 Kintaros and I was just so unhappy. Like, I mean, I understand taking OP builds, but I know that guy only takes that build. Would you only take that build in every game you played just so that you could win? I mean, I like to see some mechs, different mechs every now and then. I mean, I like the Panther. I like to see that. I like to see the Griffin. Yeah, Ryan's always fun. I'm warming up to the awesomes. I have to say, I'm really warming up to the awesomes. Not only do they get the 3 PPCs, but when something comes in too close, suddenly it's a punch, and everything is all over for the enemy. It's a shame I missed with my punch on 95 or 90 or whatever it was. That might have turned the tides and not had me requiring him to misplay, but we'll take it. We will take the win. And with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.